There's nothing quite like a fight at the Empire Fight Camp. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fight.
The gentleman of boxing. The Bronze Bomber.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner,
from Brooklyn, New York, here is the Olympic gold medalist and the two-time heavyweight champion of the world.
Usually you don't need a weather report for a boxing match, but we certainly do today as we fight under the sun.
Todd, you know when you've got two fighters there that really believe they're going to win, really want to get it on, this is when it gets stupid.
Good luck.
Here we go, round one. Who's going to land the first big shot? He didn't take that jab well at all. He just misses with that big right hand. The perfect counter lands. That counter shot lands. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. A lot of high hopes and aspirations from the fans and media alike as we get set for this main event under the sun.
In such heat, the cornermen need to be able to do their job. Think about what they're doing. One to cool you down, one to ice your back, one to give you instructions in your head, and one to just calm you to tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. Because that's the most important thing. Forget about the heat. Forget about everything else.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Both men step back for just a moment. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
You can't leave it up to the judges.
And there's the bell for round two. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Both men step back for just a moment. That's another scoring shot. And he fails to score with that left hook. This fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
Speed generates power. Timing is everything. If you've got speed, you can knock anybody out. You've just got to hit them in the right spot.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Oh, what a punch! Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. She blocks the hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? He's got to find a way to get around that reach advantage.
Very smart, very sharp. This is a fit young man style that he's got to get inside that long reach. Not many fights can do that.
He threw the hook, didn't land. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. It's the typical big man, little man argument. He's got to be quicker. He's got to move a lot to win this fight.
The plan is to try and change that game plan. Get him angry, get him frustrated, make him deviate away from the plan.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. He parries that left jab away. When are we going to see a jab from these two? He gets out of the way of that left hand. Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
And there's the bell to start round 4. You're not going to see as much footwork as the smaller weight classes in the heavyweight division, but we don't care. We want the heavy fists.
Because they're so big, because they can push, because they've got the weight behind them, they may not be connecting, but trust me, when they connect, that's when this fight sets on fire, because somebody's going to get hurt and someone's going to react.
Nice exchange here from both men. He missed with that jab. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
These two are the perfect dance partners. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Neither man really defending themselves. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Time for the 5th round. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Nice job by him to block that jab. He misses with that jab. And he just missed with that left jab. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Blocks that right hook. You'd like to see more jabs. You'd like to see more jabs. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
There's the bell for round 6. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That can be the real difference.
Todd, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
Neither man really defending themselves. Caution being thrown to the wind. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Nice exchange here from both men. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
There's the bell to start round 7. He parries away that left hook. How nervous nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
He just misses with that jab. He's willing to go where the other fighter won't. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Both men step back for just a moment. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
He misses with that jab. Neither man really defending themselves. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Gonna need a knockout.
Wow, you know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bo, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
There's the bell to start round 8. When are we going to see a jab from these two? When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That can be the real difference.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Coming back to life now, starting to land some punches. And he misses with that jab. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Looks absolutely exhausted. What are you going to tell him in the corner?
And we enter the ninth. Good defense on that left hook. This is certainly an aggressive fighter, but that doesn't always mean success. How many times have you seen a fighter chase a superior athlete around the ring and just get picked apart even though they were the one pushing the tempo?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
He blocks the right hook. These two are the perfect dance partners. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. A big left, but doesn't score with it. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
Time winding down as we get set to jump back in the action. This is the 10th. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Nobody home with that hook. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. He caught him clean. Is this the beginning of the end? He's got to do something. Disaster averted. And they get out of the way of that left hand. Can they figure out the combination to this safe? Just gets out of the way of that left hand. They are giving us a high-tempo show. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
This is the 11th. We've entered the championship rounds. Both men step back for just a moment. He blocks that jab. You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
His jab just got blocked. Exchanges from both men in this round. Good arm positioning, blocking that hook. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes to sort of catch you out, box a fight and beat them on points.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? This round could go either way, 10 seconds to go. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
There's the bell for round 12. Why aren't they defending? When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That can be the real difference.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you're just thinking, you've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Oh, and he caught him with a stiff jab. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Neither man really defending themselves. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. And that's it, a unanimous decision win.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, big, hard lesson. I totally agree.